What happened, Adam? This is
blame
bad.
Southwest.
You blame Southwest? So this is what happens when you, put it in a big pelly and you check it in?
Yep. Lesson learned.
I think it's just a quick solder and some super glue. Finally made it to San Francisco, working for my buddy Adam Kalinowski, but working with new YouTube sensation Tommy Beal. So Adam knew that he was going to contract me as the DP, and then when he realized Tommy was in San Francisco, decided why not bring him into the crew as well. So I think we transformed this room. What did we bring in? What did you bring in? The food things?
Oh yeah, food things. That took this off the wall, popped that on the screen.
Yeah,
Just the keyboard and stuff.
Took the keyboard down. It's underneath there. You just found a backdrop.
I pulled it off of Google.
Pulled it off of Google.
Yeah.
And then we have a hair light. We were gonna use Your Boom, but I think it's just too much of a presence. This is such a small room. And then using this Nan light, one of their new Pavo Slim LED panels, I think. And it's got the pop-out softbox and FX3 and Rode Pros for audio. So I will be here on this camera operator side monitoring audio. Adam is going to be in the director's chair. He's also going to have a picture that he can just look at just to make sure everything's going good. He's going to be asking the questions, and potentially a client rep is going to be sitting there. So this is an extremely small 10 by 10 room, but I think we did a lot with it. And then we even took off the little napkin holder because it was like a big eyesore right behind, and we had to contact someone from maintenance for that. So I'm stoked with what we did here, Tommy.
Yeah, I mean, it's like a 24-hour center.
Yeah.
So it's not like we can just clear out the lobby and shoot there.
Yeah, there's a ton of other rooms in here that look really good, but we got this pea mustard color room to work with, and I think it worked out pretty good.
Surgery, they came to rehab. But then once they're here, they gain this appreciation for everything Sage has to offer. And they start
The only
buying
way
into it.
these jobs work and you can get good results is if you know how to pack the right equipment, because you can't bring everything. So Adam just picked up this Nan Light Pavo Slim 120B, so it's bicolor. It has that ballast on it. It's very slim. It fits into his Pelican, and this is the first time I've ever used it. So always trying to consider where the cables are, managing them, not having them cut across pathways. So I do need to coil up that cable in the back, but it is nice to always be thinking of, I don't want anybody to trip on anything. I don't want to create any liabilities. And yeah, that should be coiled up. But overall, we did pretty good. And this shoot day right now is a lot of interviews and then B-roll. Interviews, B-roll, kind of at the whim of who's available for an interview. No one, okay, let's go over here. They're doing this exercise. It's for a veterinary hospital. Just back and forth, back and forth. Then I'm here because of Adam. And while I was here, I thought, let's do a meetup. And I usually need someone to help me with that. So Tommy was super valuable and started spreading the word of this meetup. I've done these all over Orlando, Atlanta, Dallas, now San Francisco. Happy to add that one to the list. And I always say, make sure you get the tickets soon because they always sell out. This one already sold out. So I'm really pumped to see everybody who goes to the meetup. Most of the people, because of Tommy's efforts, have no clue who I am. And that's really cool. So I get to meet a bunch of new people who are doing their own thing here in San Francisco. But back to the shoot. These overhead fluorescents were absolutely horrible. They were casting a shadow, giving like those raccoon eye shadows on our talent. And it was bothering me the whole time, but I didn't want to switch it mid-interview. So I need to switch something out for the next one. I did like that I could turn this LED vertical and kind of almost uplight a little bit. I can just get more even spread. It's not just light coming down on the forehead. It's even parallel to the face. But like I said, I want to kind of fix some shadow issues that I have going on.
How does it make you feel, like when you're able to see a pet through their treatment?
I know everybody prefers to conceal the mic, but you can see the lav sticking out. I actually don't mind it that much when it's in this type of situation, just for the sake of having crystal clear audio. If it's a documentary, I definitely want that hidden, and I will even deal with a little bit of rustling for that kind of blending it into the world of reality. But for this type of stuff, I don't mind showing it a little bit. I learned this from another sound guy. So you take this and then a little bit of the felt and you place it over top, and the point of that is to mitigate the shirt rustling on this rubber part. And then you pull off this sticky and you have 2 points of stickiness to go right on the skin. So we're done with the interview portion, and now we're grabbing shots for a commercial. So this is just gonna be one of the scenes we're doing, using the Pavo Slim as the key, and then the 60X as the rim light. And if you look in that vlog that I put out a couple of weeks ago, I got convinced to use the Amaran T2C tube light, and Adam picked one up as well. So we're deciding if we need it, where it would go, but right now we're using two underpowered lights. It's looking good. I swear some of the best ways to have a successful shoot have nothing to do with filmmaking. So this is the talent we're working with for this scene, and I noticed that knee she was kneeling on was gonna be in pain. So I brought over a little pad to put under it, and that just made her dialogue delivery more comfortable. It made her time while waiting for production to move more comfortable. I'm pretty technically minded and equipment focused, but there really is a payoff when I just kind of generally think as just a human, what would make this run more smoothly. Of course, I don't want to deviate too far out of my role. It's not my production, and I do have a position that I need to stick within. But it's definitely good to think of others around you, or else you become one of those grumpy old video people who just are a pain to work with. All right, this is one of the main reasons I didn't get the Rode Pros, and I've had this problem many times before. Something about when the receiver, if it's mounted up here, it's fine, no problem, but I needed to clear that area with the monitor, so I put it down here, and then I started hearing this humming sound, this like high-pitched hum, and I was like, what is that? I thought it was the air conditioner, couldn't figure it out, and then I realized when I pulled it off the camera and kind of moved it away, the sound went away, and I have no clue what that is. This is the room before we do anything to it. Extremely bland, like it looks bad. And now we want to put in a little bit of branding, a little bit of props, something to spruce it up. Like they had so many nice rooms here, but this is the one we were regulated to, and this is what we had to use. And then finally, it does look pretty good once we put everything in. They talked about working with your peers, so we needed 2 people in here. So my idea was to create some depth, have this quote-unquote collaboration with one of the actors in front, just to create some foreground.
We believe in providing the best care for your best friend. My pocket.
So, what we can do is let's move our stuff.
I thought we were done with interviews, but this actually gives me another chance to fix those shadows. So we had those horrible raccoon eye shadows. I found out he had a 5-in-1 diffuser. I pulled it out, used the middle piece of diffusion, and basically just made the light source much bigger, pulled it away from the light so that it can be softened up even more. It does reduce some output, but this made a massive difference, and I'm much happier with how this look came out. And we were running really short on time, so we didn't even have the hair light, but it still looked much better. And the company was really cool. They gave us a little swag bag, and I got this kind of like tumbler thing. Pumped on that. It was a super good shoot. It was great working with Tommy. It's all because of this YouTube thing. In fact, everybody on the shoot was sourced because of my channel. So someone told Adam about my channel when he came to Orlando, and then we met Tommy through YouTube, and now we all get to hang out, work together, share money. This is just such a cool thing that can come from posting iPhone vlogs on YouTube, and I'm going to continue to do it.